What is up guys, it is Pulse here, and I'm going to be showing you today how to create your very own XRPC tool for your RGH or your Jtag. So, you're going to be using Visual Studios, of course, to code, and you will be using Visual C# as your language. So, Visual C#, I have it right here. I'll label this Pulse tutorial. I will post this entire tool in the description so you guys can take a look at it, and I will post the code as well. So once we're done creating it, we're going to need to add references, spikes, metro themes, .NET dev components, and some other stuff, including XRPC DLL and etc. So you're going to want to go to your references, right click, hit add references, and I do have all mine right here. Everything is a little misorganized on my screen, but these are the four you're going to need: Metro Framework theme by Skype, the Spike, XRPC DLL, and dev components .NET to bar.dll. So we're just going to click OK on here, and we are going to drag this little thing bigger to make it bigger. So once we have our references added, we're going to add a little message box to just show what it looks like when we load up our thing. So, message box, show, parentheses, quotations, coded by, and then we would insert name here. You don't need the bars, it's just easier to do. And right there, and that part is done. So once we do have our little things added into our references, we do need to add them and define them over here. I have mine already copied and pasted on my other screen, so I will just add all these right into here right now, because I am too lazy to type all these out, and copying and pasting is your best friend in Visual Studio, Visual Basic, C#, whatever it is, whatever you're going to be using. And then we need to use our tool, of course. So using, what did I make this? Pulse's tutorial. And now what we're going to want to do is go right here, click End Path, and put XRPC. PC Jtag equals new XRPC, parentheses, semicolon, and you're done for that part, and that's basically telling your tool that you're running an XRPC program. So now what you're going to want to do is create a connect button for your console. So we're going to use a button and a label. So we have a label right here. We're going to make that in the bottom corner. We're going to make it say by default not connected. We're going to make the font a little bit bigger, and we're going to make the color automatically red. So right there it says not connected. This is going to be our connect button right here. And our connect button is going to be relabeled to connect to console, if I can spell. And we're just going to need to stretch it out a bit, make it a little bit bigger to read everything, and we're going to go back up to the top and relabel it and connect. So we got our 2 main parts we need for our connect button, so we're going to double click on our button, and then it is going to be jtag.connect. And this is basically telling our tool, hey, connect to our Jtag. That's the only line you need to connect it, honestly, but we're going to do an if statement just to where it'll let you know if it's connected or not. So if jtag.activeConnection solution set, we're going to give ourselves a custom xNotify, so jtag.notify XRPC notify logo dot flashing, and you have all these different choices to choose from. So we're going to pick the Xbox logo, comma, and we're going to put our quotation on what we want it to say. So successfully connected, and you need to little thingy at the end, the semicolon, to show it is a finished set. Then we're going to add a message box. Alright. Now we're going to need to change this label right here to say connected. So we would put LBL, which it still says label 1 on our thing, so we're going to go change that real quick. So LBL connected dot text equals I was just going to word connected just because it's shorter. And then we're going to change the color, so LBL connected dot for color equals color dot, and then we type green. You get a lot of different selections, but I like making it lime green. And then we'll add a little colon at the end, and what that is doing is it's changing the color of our label to be the new color. So our solution set's way down here now, so that is going to be the end of that part. You can delete a line, make it look cleaner. I like to make mine look as neat as possible when I do these, so that's going to be else. We need a new solution set, and this one is going to say message box dot show parentheses location could not connect to default console. And then we're going to change the name of the label, so LVL connected dot text equals try again. And we're going to change the color of it to a yellow. Now what that just did right there is I'm going to debug it first. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when it doesn't connect to your console. So since I do not have my RGH plugged in and turned on with XPDM and XRPC as the plugin, I will not be able to connect to the tool, so this will just take a second for my thing to load up the build, since this is the first time it is trying to do this. So we shall wait a second. Alright guys, so that took a couple seconds longer than it should have been, but this is our little notification that popped up, coded by, and then we put insert name here. Now the tool popped up on my other window, but when you click connect to console, it will error on my screen because it is not connected, so it could not connect to default console, and it changed it to try again in bright yellow. So to make it more visible to where we can see better, we're going to change the background on here to something darker. So we'll click on here once, find back color, and we're going to change it to black. Just something very simple. So we're going to relaunch the program again, and I'm going to show you guys. It's going to look a little bit better, so insert name here. And when it pops up, we can actually read this, and it's going to tell us it could not connect to our default console. And it turned yellow, and we can actually read it now. Woohoo! So once that's done, we're going to add a little subscribe button so people will know to subscribe to the channel that the person who made the tool goes to. So we're going to add a picture box, and we're going to make it a clickable button. If I can get rid of the toolbar menu. So we're going to drag it over here, and we do need a photo. So I do believe I have a YouTube play button on my desktop still. So we're going to scroll down, and we do have one. Woohoo! And we're going to change it to center image. Or no, I'm sorry, stretch. And then I'll make the image fully appear on our screen. And we can put a little label above it that says subscribe. So right here. We gotta find our font. Click image to sub, and we're gonna find a little label again. Change the full color to red or something. So click image to subscribe. So now we're gonna double click on the image, and picture box 1, click object, and so what we're gonna want to do is put system dot diagnosis or diagnostics dot process dot start parentheses quotation, and so we're gonna want to paste our YouTube channel in there. So I'm gonna open mine up real quick on my internet browser, and we're just gonna paste it in there like that. Put a little semicolon at the end. And so what that does is when someone clicks on the little photo in the thing, it will automatically take them to the YouTube channel. So that one's pretty cool. That's just a neat little thing. You can set it to where this appears. These both appear after they click connect to console or not. It doesn't really matter when it chooses to appear. So now we are going to get into adding things to MW3 or whatever game you're going to be using. We're going to be adding offsets to the recovery section. So we're going to be using another button, and this can work for online host modding like Super Jump, Unlimited Weapons, Aimbot, etc., etc. So the first one I'm going to click on, I'm going to scroll through my list of everything I'm going to be using, and what are we going to go to first? I say we should do something like name changer or maybe even a prestige. So yeah, we're going to go into our off host tab and we're going to use red boxes. So this first button is going to be red boxes. So name that BOX boxes. And maybe we'll VTN red box. So we're just going to start angling these here to make them look neater. Double click on it and our new code for that will appear. So since this is red boxes, we're going to be adding a integer num, which basically is meaning we're adding a timer to it where we can turn it on and off. But since we're not going to be doing it that way, we're just going to be leaving red boxes on. It is just going to be int num equals new random parentheses dot next parentheses again 0 comma space 9 colon, and that is going to be setting the red boxes to be running. And so the red box offset is Jtag dot set memory parentheses, and it is 0x821154A4 comma new byte block solution set normal solution set, and then 0x60 comma 00 comma 00 comma 0x 0. So forgot to add in that these do need to be all zeros and x's, so this one in particular, I leave them all like this. Add my solution set at the end, and that is turning red boxes on in game. Simple enough, guys, right? So we're going to add now a new button, and we're going to put laser sight on. Be advised, this video is only going to be showing you how to do the off host is going to be red boxes, UAV, and laser. It won't give to everybody unless you off host the game and you do select host clients. So the next one will be laser. I'm going to go over the code on that one. And I do already have that one available, so I'm just going to copy and paste these to make it a little bit easier for you guys. So we're just going to leave comments on these. Laser sign, my bad. And then this one is red boxes. Leaving comments like these will make it a lot easier to work with. So, make sure you have 3 solution steps at the end. Just another ending one. Oh, I'm sorry, I already have that default one. So we're going to add a new function. Everyone likes God mode, a lot of people hate it. So now we are going to add God mode. So we're going to add another button. Over here, I'm going to make this one big, because God mode's a big thing. So we're going to name it as God mode. And then we need to double click on it, and we'll go into here. This one I have very copied so many times because it is very long. So we're just going to paste it in. As you can see, that is a huge offset. And this is the Twinkie Mods offset for God mode, but if you play with it, each little thing has to do with, mainly for letters are here, 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 and here. These are all letters, and then the offsets and the little bytes that you need. This is the offset for God mode right here to make each individual class, and then it's selecting for classes 1, and then classes 2, and then classes 3 is somewhere else down here. I'm not going to look for it. But that is for God mode, and it gives us a little X notify on here saying Immortality Awakens, meaning that account now has God mode. So what else should we add in here? We can add the on bar. So make another button. And we're going to make that one say AUG. And so, btn AUG. Double click on it. Find our offset for the on bar with our bytes. And just put it in there. So that's mine right there. I'm just going to copy and paste most of these again and again. So now that one is the odd bar. It successfully gives you the odd bar class to your number 1 class. I haven't changed it to where it's class number 4. But if you do want it class number 4, just make that a 4. But yeah, so now we're going to work on force host. So with force host, we're going to need to add a label and 2 buttons. Make these ones really small. Let's try to figure out where to put the label. Alright, it's right here. Force host. Align it a little bit better. We'll resize the buttons in 1 second. These are getting in the way. So maybe that'll let us... Nope. Can't make it even. Not yet. There we go. Perfectly neat and even. And I'm going to label this one on and off. So btn off and btn on. And I forgot to change the label color. So we're going to make it a color we can see. So we will pick a random color, teal. That was our back color, my bad. You want to make your full color the color. If you're using a solid background, you just want to leave your background whatever it is. Or you can make it transparent, it don't matter. So force host. Now to coat the buttons on it. The offset for force host is kind of long, but it's only like 4 lines. So for God mode, or for force host on, right here. And then for force host off, we're just going to copy the same thing, and there we go. So basically, what this is saying is it's going to change the intermission time to 0.01. It's not going to try to do a host migration. That's going to match nobody else that is in your game so far. So it's going to start it with how many people you have in there, and the party minimum players are going to be 1. Same thing right here. Turning it off, it's going to set everything back to default. Generally, you want to click these at about 8 seconds when it's at the intermission time for it to work if you're in a group of people and you're trying to full host. So, off, on, put an asterisk, select at 8 second intermission time. Alright, so far we have our red boxes, our laser sight, force host on and off, augbar, god mode, and we're just gonna add something else in here like a big box gamer tag or something. But we're gonna add the UAV in, so we're just gonna copy the entire thing for the UAV. Add another button. Make it bigger to fill up the space. And we're gonna make it say advanced UAV. And it again UAV. We'll click on it and paste in our offset and rename it, or not rename, but put comments. And the last thing we are going to add into this little project real quickly is a big box gamer tag. So I'm going to change the color on the buttons to show you guys. So I'm going to make this right here. We're going to change this to purple since we're using purple. So purple. And what we're going to want to do is set our control text to whatever color we want. So we're going to make it purple. And for our background, we're going to make it transparent. Which I keep putting it as white, so we're going to set it to another shade of purple, I guess, right there. And we're going to add a little label on top of it. If I can get that center right there. And make this one stay big box GT. Try to recenter this again. And change the color to something everyone can see, so I'll make it white. But it didn't register me clicking that. And now we're just going to add the offset for our big box gamer tag. Since we did use purple, all we do need to do is copy over the one that we used for the purple offset, which is right here, and paste it. And as you can see, we did something wrong. I didn't paste B, so everything's out of order. Right guys, so what you have learned today is adding some offsets into your tool to function and to add your other things in there, as in click links, click buttons, message box notifications, and changing and reformatting your control labels. This one is for MW3 guys. If you do have any questions, let me know and I will get back to you guys with another tool video, and I'll probably make one now on probably Advanced Warfare Black Ops 3, since those games are still fairly new, and the offsets for Black Ops 3 are the same as Black Ops 2, so if I made a Black Ops 2 video, I'd be making a Black Ops 3 video at the same time, so why not kill two birds with one stone and just make a Black Ops 3 video? Any question guys, let me know. Leave a like and a sub. If you have any other questions, ask someone else, because I've already told you to ask me 3 times, and you haven't asked me by now, so later guys.